Hey guys, Robert Visitation here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the roundhouse kick. We're going to talk about the three musts to be able to throw that round kick properly with power and to still be defensive with that as well. Now, let's kind of get to it. Okay, there's two types of roundhouse kicks. There's your lead leg roundhouse kick from here, and then there's your rear leg roundhouse kick from your back leg, right? Now, two different kicks, two different reasons you're going to throw those. I like to think of my lead leg roundhouse kick as a jab, something that's going to be up there and be a nuisance to them, get them blinking, kind of find your range, get them looking for different things, right? So up, just little quick ones, kind of like my jab would be, right? And then I think of my rear leg roundhouse kick, which is the power kick, as like my cross, the crushing cross, right? So the first thing we're going to talk about is foot placement on your rear leg roundhouse kick. And I think that is a big deal with everybody today. I see a lot of people doing it. I see a lot of people not doing it. There's a couple reasons people don't do it. One reason because they haven't been trained correctly. Another reason is they're so afraid of turning and taking that time and committing to that roundhouse kick that they're going to get countered, that they don't really want to do it. They just want to hurry up, get that kick up there and get it back. You know, get that kick up there and get it back, right? Like a point fighter. The way you're going to get, and you'll never get power out of those. The way you're going to get your power from these is turning that left foot. If I'm conventional right now, I'm going to turn that left foot. Now, a couple things this does. If, say, I'm throwing a power roundhouse kick with this one, and I do not turn this knee, just pay attention to my knee and what would happen there. If I throw it and they jump out of the way, and I'm throwing everything I've got behind it, boom, my knee's blown, right? So one thing it does, it alleviates the pressure of that knee, but it also gets your hips in the right place to be able to roll those hips over and throw that kick correctly with the power that you're really looking for. So if I am looking at the bag, I don't want my power to be going up. I want my power to be driving into my opponent, whichever direction I'm going. And I'm going to give you an angle at the bag right here so you kind of see what I'm talking about. People that do not turn their hips over tend to kick this way, and you see where the trajectory of that kick is going. It's going up. So it's pow, and a lot of power is going up and nowhere, up and nowhere. So when we turn our leg correctly, open our hips up correctly, we can kick left to right, or if we're on this other side, right to left. Does that make sense? So on a bag, if I'm looking at it this way, you'll be able to see it. Hopefully you can see my foot on this one here. Turn, pow, and throw that kick in. Again, turn, pow, and throw the kick in. We'll do this from the left leg as well. Turn that foot, pow, throw that kick in. Turn the foot, pow, throw that kick in with power. So when I'm talking to my kids in my Taekwondo class about this, I tell them it's a pizza box position. And a lot of these guys refer to this roundhouse kick as a pizza box kick, because what I tell them to be able to give them the idea of getting this leg in this position, which is where it's flat, is get it up. If you had a pizza, you could lay right there on it and eat off of it, right? So up into the pizza box position, kick, and bring it back. Up into the pizza box position, kick, and bring it back. So hopefully that gives you a little bit better idea of the placement of your hips, your feet. And now that's not to say that you may be throwing the kick and turning and somebody may be rushing you so you don't quite get it turned over like you want. But if you start making a conscious habit of turning that foot over, turning the foot over, which in turn turns your hips, lets you open those hips up and turn those hips over. I tell some of my Muay Thai students and kickboxing students as well, is I want you to turn that hip so far over, it's almost like you're kicking down. So like, I don't know if you can see, yes, if you can see this back here, almost like you're kicking down. You're turning the hips over so much, you're almost kicking down. And that is going to give you the power that you need to be able to throw this kick correctly. But that's really the two factors as far as getting power into that particular kick. Or number three, actually, which is your arm placement. And I see so many people, and you see everybody still does it today. You see they'll throw that round kick, and where's this arm go? It goes boom, right there. Now, if they happen to throw a counter right cross or something like that, right as we're throwing this one, what's going to happen to me, right? I'm wide open. I'm a true believer in this because out of my 60 some odd fights I had, I've only been knocked down to the head once. And it was because back in the PKA days, you had to throw a certain amount of kicks. And I was always a huge kicker, but I looked back down at the kick counter and I only had like 20 seconds left. And I usually throw 20 kicks around. I'd only thrown like about 6. So I threw a quick one real quick, and then I threw another one. And when I did that, he knew there was going to be nothing behind it. And as I threw this one here, he threw his right cross, caught me on the chin right there. Boom. I hit the ground, got back up. But the only time I'd ever been knocked down with a headshot is because of that. Now, the reason why we do this is because we're looking to get that whipping action and that power and that balance. Pow! Right there, right? Pow! You can still do that. You can still do that by using your elbow, not your whole hand. Use your elbow. Throw your elbow back there. So use your elbow to get that whipping action you're looking for. But think about consciously keeping your elbow bent. And if you do that, you can still throw it with just as much power. You have that whipping action you're looking for, but it also, your hand is generally up here in the general area to protect yourself, right? So the three things: turn that foot to alleviate the pressure on that knee, open those hips up, right? Get that foot at a left to right or right to left pattern by kicking, and then keep that elbow bent where you still have some protection up here on this side. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to have Scarface Montalongo come on. We're going to talk about leg kicks. He's just killing it and killing people with leg kicks as well. We'll have Jennifer Salal-Chanthibong on here with her knees, talking about knees in competition and knees for self-defense. So if you like the channel, you find this helpful, appreciate you punching that subscribe button, kicking that like button. That would really help me continue to be able to give you good, relevant content as far as your boxing, kickboxing, or Muay Thai journey goes. Until next time.